Simchas Torah story. The early years, as everybody knows, the Fabrengens were different in the later years, especially Simchas Torah, and it's quite clear that this Simchas Torah a lot of L'chaim was said by everyone, including the Rebbe himself. So the words ended the Fabrengen, just give you a reading a footnote. Rebbe turns to, with a smile, to Rav Mordechai Mentlik, the legendary, much beloved Rosh Yeshiva. We should tell you a story one day, and I'm actually surprised no book was written on him. Not that I've seen. There is? There is a book on him.
If I'm not mistaken, the Katz family, who's his uncles, and he was their uncle. Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's something.
Well, he certainly deserves it. So he's the Sarah Mashkem. He's the one that poured the wine into the Rebbe's cup, and he's seen the early. He's seen the by Kosher Bracha. That's by Mentlik. So Rebbe turns to him and says, that he should say L'chaim himself, and the Rebbe should give me. And the Rebbe said, und ihm soll das nicht schaden, und mir wird das mistam bei euch nicht schaden. And the Mashke L'chaim shouldn't be injurious, too strong a word, but it should affect him in a negative way, and mistam me also not. And they put it at the bottom. Apparently, the Rebbe was referring to the fact that it already said a lot of L'chaim in the Fabrengen. Then the Rebbe says, everybody should say L'chaim, and he says, each Tagate Nisan can post. There's no mail today. I'm not sending invitations. Say L'chaim without invitations. Okay, now here's the story I wanted to tell you. So someone comes up to the Rebbe now and he asks for a bracha for someone who's sick. So the Rebbe says, der Spital is geschlossen. The hospital is closed. Chas is shocked. So the Rebbe went on to say, he said that the Frierdiker Rebbe told him something had happened after his visit to Eretz Yisrael in 1929 on the boat to America. That first visit to America, they went back to Russia subsequently. In 1929, it was during that time there was the terrible massacre in Hebron. And when the news reached the Frierdiker Rebbe on the boat, he got an attack he had kidney stones, a flare-up of kidney stones, and it was extremely painful. On that ship, Rebbe told the story in the end, in the Tafshin Beis again. Twice he told the story. On the ship was Dr. Wallach. It doesn't say here, but Dr. Wallach was a subsequent founder of Hadassah Hospital. Big doctor. And he attended to the Frierdiker Rebbe, and he gave him medication. So the previous Rebbe tells our Rebbe that afterwards, the doctor approaches the Frierdiker Rebbe and asks for forgiveness. Forgiveness? For what? And he said, the Rebbe, Rebbe, needed to be treated for this kidney stone attack. How were you treated? I was there. I was on the boat, so I gave you the medication. If I wouldn't have been on the boat, this is the doctor saying. So there's no way you could have been treated. And therefore, you wouldn't have had it. Hashem wouldn't have done it. It only happened to you because I could treat you. And therefore, he says, because I was on the boat, this happened, I asked the Rebbe's forgiveness. So the Rebbe concluded and said, and that's what I meant when I said now that the hospital is closed. If the hospital is closed, so therefore, there's no way that the sick can be healed. And if the sick can't be healed, then maybe she's not going to make them sick. They're going to be healthy. So the Eibishter makes the chatchila to begin with. There shouldn't be anybody sick. Everybody should be healthy at the end of the Fabrengen. Everybody should be healthy at the outset. And this is much better than being a patient. And it's even better for the doctor. So what's going to be his pandasa? If he's not going to heal sick people, so the Eibishter will give him pandasa. And certainly, he'll have pandasa without the other person getting sick. In the later years, the Rebbe said, what should be his pandasa? Preventative. What should be the whole area of medicine is preventative medicine, not healing the sick. You should read this week's My Story. Did you see it? You'll see it. Something along, but that was decades ahead of his time, talking to the doctor about the nature of preventative and involving the patient, etc. The Rebbe concludes. This is how the Fabrengen concludes. This is 1950. Told you the years 1957. Simchas Torah. I don't know how many hours Fabrengen here. He concluded with this: we should make an announcement that the hospital is closed, and therefore all Yidden have to be healthy. And everybody should have a gesunden Jahr and a friedlichen Jahr, a healthy year and a happy year. And that's how the Fabrengen concluded. So may it be for all of us. All Klal Yisrael.